Hey, what's happening, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode. It's actually occurred to me earlier today that it's actually been a while since I created a "You Laugh, You Lose" video, and the goal originally was to kind of put one out every Thursday or so. I failed miserably in that regard, so I have been putting one out probably every week and a half or so, but not on schedule. I think it's probably been like maybe 2 weeks or close to 2 weeks since the last one, so I get it. These videos right here don't do predominantly well compared to some of my other videos, but I still enjoy them. And with the memes and the comedy, the laughter, I think that these are a really fun video that I want to be part of the channel on a regular basis. So I'm still kind of learning how to include my face in the corner when we add the pictures. Right now I'm still doing little cut scenes where I incorporate my response my reaction to each of the memes as we go through. But right now, since I'm not going to do any pausing, I'm going to record the video straight through, and then when I go into editing, I'll insert the actual picture into each section of the video, and that way you guys per normal will be able to see the picture prior to my reaction. So I've got a million photographs, guys. So, oh man, I don't even know how many I want to start off with. Normally, we've been looking at about 10 of them, 10 memes per, but I think I'm going to try and bring it up to about 20. I'm going to see if I'll move this over to this page. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to try and go one by one, try and get you 10 good ones or 20 good ones. All right, so number one. She said she was thinking of leaving me. I said, think again. Hey, we don't discriminate here. We're all about equality. Oh, man. This guy's got the little baby bus and everything. I like that. Okay. We're starting off on a good note here. So let's move on to photograph number two, shall we? Oh God! Before I even read the message, all I see is the picture, and I'm like, these son of guns are gonna die. Girls, I know she's my best friend, but I still don't trust her. Boys, after one day of friendship. This is exactly what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to sit here and have like a lot of laughter in my videos because I kind of think it takes away from the video itself. I can't help it. These two, the first two here were really good. So let's move on, shall we? All right, number three. Try to find you a really good one. A lot of these are stories, so here's one. Ewoks are just homeless Care Bears who lost their powers and got hooked on some bad stuff. You know, it's fun because I actually think these son of a guns actually make pretty good, pretty good homeless and drugged up Care Bears. I never would have actually thought the two would work together, but you want to create a live action Care Bear movie? You've got a nice little starting point right there. I am not a fan of Star Wars. I think it's one of the most overrated movies of all time, one of the most overrated franchises of all time. But I, I just think that is really awesome right there. All right, let's look at another. Hmm, let's try to see. All right, what we got here? You don't celebrate Independence Day? No, because you guys are still here. Uh, this is trying to look at the clothing. So this looks more like probably 19th century clothing, maybe like maybe Wild West type of deal. So at this point, you have settlers have already been in America for a few hundred years. So at this point, Native Americans and all the settlers, they've already meshed in together. So that's a good comic. I think I really approve of that one. At first, I was thinking maybe this was like the first Thanksgiving type of deal or something, but no, this is it's I don't want to say modern, but like I said, I think this is like 1800s based on clothing alone. All right. Oh god, we got a sexy photo here, so I gotta see what the captions say. Oh shoot, 2 words in, and I already think that this is going to be fantastic. Yes, master, I'm making you breakfast, and I prepared my. Nope, I can't read that. You guys are not going to see that picture. I'm gonna exclude that. Don't want to be a prude, but I don't know. I kind of feel like on YouTube, I might get I might get a strike against me for something like that for having sexually explicit material, even though that's not really sexually explicit. But still, it's who knows. Now, maybe if I use it as a thumbnail, maybe YouTube would have a problem. But actually, physically in the video, I don't think it'd be an issue. But whatever, I will bypass that one. This is a picture of a couple dancing, but I like your imagination. Okay, I see a cup. Ah, it took me a second, but yep, I got it too. I mean, I saw a couple dancing, like they're doing a damn tango or something. All right, men are born between a woman's legs and spend the rest of their lives trying to get back between them. Why? Because there's no place like home. I like the sexually explicit jokes. That stuff. That's especially if it's like dark humor and stuff. It's witty enough, and if it gets your jaw dropping, like damn, you went there type of deal. That's the stuff that like that's the really impactful stuff. As long as you don't go too overboard, that stuff is clever and it's it's the most memorable comedy. Dear vegetarians, if you're trying to save the animals, why are you eating their food? Facts. There's this crazy, just kind of off topic here. There's this crazy vegan teacher on YouTube. I don't know if she's just on YouTube. I keep seeing her on YouTube because it seems like everybody and their mother keeps talking about her. And maybe she's a TikToker as well. I don't know, but it's so freaking annoying. Every time I see one of her videos, I think I just lose like 100 brain cells, like 100 million brain cells. Like my IQ drops 100 points or something. And oh yeah, I'm like hundreds of points in the negatives right now. But vegans, I don't understand the concept. You're okay, so you try to protect animals. Fantastic. I'm all for that. But at the same time, nobody is stopping sharks from eating fish in the oceans, right? Nobody is stopping lions from eating gazelles and bears from attacking deer or what have you. So or mountain lions from attacking deer, etc. So I mean, are you going to get all of Earth's aggressive animals and lock them all up? No. So yeah, I get it. Humanity, we're supposed to be the intellectually and emotionally superior species, but come on. Don't put that weight on the shoulders of humanity. We are no different than any other animal species in that regard. All right. So, all right, here's a good one. Things just got real. The Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah. Hey, man. He huffed and he puffed, but he could not blow down that brick house. In comes the Kool-Aid Man. He's paying him off. That is so freaking clever. There is another incorporation of a National Lampoon's Vacation and it that I saw today. A meme. It's not going to be in this video, but that's going to be in a future video I make of You Laugh You Lose. I love that. I love the incorporation of different identities, incorporate basically meshing two movies together in a sense, or in this interaction, putting the three little pigs and putting Kool Aid together. I love that little mashup. That's awesome. All right. Mm, try to find stuff that's. Oh God. Yep. I'll put this one in here because this one. There's really nothing wrong with this sign. But when you just kind of put them side by side or stack them the way that the sign is, oh God, Coles does what? Exactly. Coles, Staples. What are the chances of those three stores being in one outlet mall? Oh God, that is fantastic. All right, so this right here, this isn't comedy, but I want to incorporate this because this is freaking memories right here. In one of my past you laugh you lose videos, I incorporated a picture of Pizza Hut back in like the 80s, maybe early 90s. Pizza Hut when you used to walk in and you used to have the little buffet bar, the salad bar, what have you, and you had the benches you sit in, and it's like eating dining just like you would any other regular restaurant. You had the little arcade set up and everything. It was a good time to go to Pizza Hut. It wasn't just takeout eating pizza. It was an experience. Going like Chuck E. Cheese. I don't want to say a poor man's Chuck E. Cheese because Pizza Hut pizza is probably more expensive than Chuck E. Cheese pizza, but it's it's like going to Chuck E. Cheese. It's getting pizza and it's getting arcade all at the same time. So it was awesome. Well, I kind of want to incorporate this because this was Sundays for me in the '90s, and this was awesome. This was like probably the latter half of the '90s. 6 o'clock, you had Futurama. 6:30, King of the Hill. Now, given this is Central Time, I'm born and raised in Chicago, so up until the time I moved to Kentucky, I was always Central Standard Time, and then when I got to Kentucky, for the first time in my life, I'm based on the Eastern Time Zone. But 6 o'clock Futurama, 6:30 King of the Hill, 7 o'clock The Simpsons, 7:30 Malcolm in the Middle, 8 o'clock The X Files. That was freaking awesome. And then 9 o'clock you'd switch over to HBO and you'd watch The Sopranos. And then I think 10 o'clock was Oz, if I'm not mistaken. So Sundays were absolutely freaking loaded with TV, with good TV shows. Now later on, as more and more programming got added to different networks, like I was obviously fixated on the WB. So when shows like Felicity or Charmed, Jack and Jill, things like that were airing on Sundays. Obviously, I'd be watching that on Sundays. I don't know how long I watched Futurama King of the Hill. King of the Hill, I remember watching it for a lot of years, but I mean, Simpsons and was always a fixture. Malcolm had to always be a fixture. For the last several years, I don't remember how long, but I didn't watch X Files at the very beginning. I think I started watching X Files probably season 4 or 5, maybe. So it just goes to show you a good show is a good show. And even if you're not watching it from the very pilot episode, you could still catch up or you could still enjoy a series, whether you're watching it from the very first episode or the very last season. But that's enough of that. Oh man, this I still remember this one. This was a good one. I'm glad to incorporate this. Robert Pattinson, worst vampire ever. Took 14 years to become a bat. Uh, right off the bat, right off the bat, right off the bat, you're thinking that they're talking about Twilight, and it's not even a knock on his Twilight career. They're just talking about his Batman career. I bought that movie on Blu-ray probably a year ago, and I still haven't watched the Batman. But from what I'm told, it's supposed to be like a really fantastic movie. So next one, my boyfriend asked me to start calling him daddy. So now whenever we argue, I'll yell, "You're not my real dad." And I think he's come to regret his decision. uh, nice. This picture was in a recent photo. Was in a thumbnail that I used for a recent video. Boomers. People just don't want to work anymore. The jobs, proficient or experienced, Preferred qualifications, master's degree. Minimum salary, $15.29 per hour. Explains why. Oh, God, Dan. Dan, my boy. Oh, God. Dan, 37. I recently broke up with my girlfriend because that I, she didn't know how I like my coffee. I'm getting an airplane moment right here. I like my coffee the same way I like my women. Oh, God, that's brilliant. Oh, shoot. All right. You know what? How many more of these do I have? I think I'm going to pause here, guys, because I think this video is going to go a little bit longer than I normally would like for these type of videos. And there's a lot of pictures I have saved, a lot of memes, a lot of you laugh, you lose type videos I want to make. But I want to be able to have a couple of these saved. And that way, if there's any particular day that I don't have a scheduled video, I can throw one of these videos in there. So I am going to end the video here, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy these videos, or do enjoy these videos as much as I enjoy making them. And you got a couple of chuckles here or there. I guess I'm gonna probably make at least two more of these type of videos today and have them in queue ready for future posting when the time comes. And I still have a couple of more videos on top of these that I'd like to make today, and those are going to be scheduled for premiere some point this week. So be on the lookout for those as well. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will talk to you in the comments and see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.